Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to a reaction video for whatever it is that Bethesda wants to show us. I don't really know what this could possibly be. You know, they just said all will be revealed, and then this live stream was set to start in 4 minutes from now. And I don't know what it could be, you know? There's definitely not been rumors circulating for what this is probably going to be for months now at this point. But yeah, obviously it's Oblivion Remastered, we all know that. Personally, let's start with what I hope this is. I hope it is just straight up, and based on the rumors, if you know you've heard about them, it is what I want it to be, where it is just Oblivion the game, but it looks prettier. You know, nothing fancy going on with completely overhauling what the game was to make it something more modern. Just make that same game look pretty by today's standards, which I believe is what they are doing. I believe they are just taking the game and then like recreating the assets in Unreal Engine 5 and then importing them into the original game. I think that's the process. I don't necessarily know for certain. Let me know if I got that wrong in the comments below. And yeah, obviously we still have 3 minutes and 34 seconds left until this starts. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is hit the pause button until we get a little bit closer, and then we'll dive right into this reaction, shall we? All right, we are now like 40 seconds away, less than 40 seconds away, so I feel like I can talk to fill the air until it starts. The last thing I do want to say before it starts, though, is that I hope we get a good look of what the UI looks like, because Oblivion's UI in 2025 isn't great. So hopefully they've done, like, when it comes to updating the game, I hope that's where it gets a lot of some heavy lifting done there. And also, throughout this entire little live stream thing, it's been playing the Oblivion music. Like, you hear that? That's straight up the Oblivion music we all know and love. Let's see it in all its glory, shall we? Well, it's Xbox? No way. I didn't expect that. Let's see what it looks like. Virtuos. Oh, what? No way. Virtuos is working on this? Who would have thought? I also expect it to be all the same voice work, including the... can I take that one back? Let me do that one again. Those sort of things.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
Man, that's crazy. Oblivion's back. Like, we knew it was coming.
And close shut the jaws
of Oblivion. Classic. Wow, that's actually what the logo looks like, huh? Isn't that straight up the Skyrim logo treatment? I don't know why. I thought that was like a
20 years later.
Fan mock-up. Wow, this is getting a whole thing.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls,
Is this
to
all the
us
way?
it goes beyond
There you go.
game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA.
I'm
of
surprised
Bethesda
how
Game
much
Studios.
Obviously, we're working on
is going
the
into
6th
this.
chapter here. But what's
Obviously.
great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define
I'm surprised
role-playing games and open
how much
world
is happening
games
here.
for their generation.
Genuinely thought it was just
Fans
going to be a
got
trailer.
so connected with the
and that was
worlds
it.
we've made and these stories we're telling.
And it's out today.
It's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
I think for Oblivion players,
I think when it comes to
Oblivion
a
means the most.
remaster, we
Yeah.
want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still
'Cause it was like a
game
console
of
launch
its
game, too.
time. You want to keep
think.
those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
exactly.
Coming back to Oblivion.
What does it look like now?
With this
Oh.
tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
Let's see it.
There's so much there, both
Do a
for the
side-by-side
Elder Scrolls
comparison.
world and also this evolution of our games. I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back
I
and seeing everything we've accomplished, in
hate the
past 20
bloom.
years, and working with these people, like it's really special.
I hope the bloom is gone.
Yeah, there are
Or at least
still quite
lowered.
a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
This is awesome. to see that
Oh my God,
this
it's been
team
20
is still
years.
here.
I think the thing that gets me the most
That's
is
awesome.
the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like there's this like flood of nostalgia.
So it better be there. Let me hit the download button right now.
Is the beginning of who I am as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts with it.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Yeah, it's better than Skyrim, I'll say
Such a
it.
key moment
I've been saying
in
it.
our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
And so here it is.
I was born 87 years
Patrick
ago.
Stewart, by the way, and Sean Bean,
For
both in this
65
game.
years, I've
Pretty
ruled
crazy.
this Tamriel's empire.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my
my
own
own.
dreams.
I don't remember the lines. I was gonna try.
I've
I
seen
don't.
the gates of Oblivion,
Oh my God.
beyond which no waking eye may see.
Patrick Stewart. I don't know if I said that. I might have said James McAvoy. I had Professor X on the brain. Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean are in this game. Yeah, that's Oblivion. Oh yeah, that's Oblivion. Oh yeah, that's Oblivion. And you come
Whether
play
you're
it
reliving these moments or
today.
experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible.
My God. Oh my
When we decided
God.
to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous.
Hey, man.
Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past,
Really?
so we know what makes that team and their games special.
What? What project?
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Shivering Isles as well? Knights of the Nine? Is that what it was called?
About time someone got here.
Let me see the persuasion thing. Is it still as stupid as it was? I hope so.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey.
I don't know
to
about
stop
setting the
mythic
stage
Dawn
for
cult
Skyrim. It's like 200 years apart.
from unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis?
It was sick as
What
hell,
happened to
is
the
what it
previous
was.
Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game,
I've
the remaster
never thought
contains
about
all
those
add-ons,
questions.
including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine.
It
so you
does.
get the
It
full
does. Awesome.
experience.
All in Game Pass as well.
On a personal level,
Obviously.
it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and
I wanna
it
see
was
the
one
faces
of, the
of
games that made me
people
wanna
up close.
Be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own
Oh my
path,
God. Jesus.
but
He
there will
looks
be blood
older than
and
he's ever
death
looked.
before the end.
Wow. That's a lot going on there. That's crazy how much. Wow. Compare. The music still cut out. That's all. That people are going to be annoyed by that,
The
but that was
technology we used to
a little
create
nostalgic.
the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Oh, I've never seen this image before in my life. I've never seen that one before. It's crazy.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals.
Right.
We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body.
And I believe that's exactly what they did with Metal Gear Solid Delta
and the body
as well.
brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful
Man,
place.
it sucks that I'm not going to play this for like a month because there are way too many games out right now.
Eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of
maybe the
polygons
character
in each
creator
asset,
won't look
allowing
like
us a truly
ass.
impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch. We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects.
If I look down,
While the original game had limited dynamic shadows,
will I see my body?
Now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
You know?
We used an incredible new lip sync technology
Oh.
that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning.
It's crazy how much this looks like Avowed.
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters.
You know?
From there, our artists sculpt each race individually.
Oh
to
yeah,
adapt
the
to
character
mesh,
creator is way better now.
allowing us to
And
share
the
model,
heads-up
rig,
display.
and textures.
The
As a
UI.
result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits,
Yeah.
are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
Yes, this is
We
still
have access
Oblivion.
to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running
Oh, is there
through
a sprint?
forest. Insects flying around.
Do they add a sprint button?
Fish swimming in the water. Light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I wouldn't mind if they added a
You can
sprint
handle a
button.
more complicated assignment.
That'd be
I
cool.
would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane.
Yeah, that's Oblivion through and through. No doubt about it.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
It's just Avowed, you know?
It's UI and UX.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's
Oh.
audio.
Okay, well, you didn't show me enough. Let me see more of it.
We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy.
Aw,
It's inspired
man.
by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
I guess. They Skyrim'd my
We were
Oblivion.
able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations.
I gotta tell you, I
There's a lot
played
more
Oblivion.
separation between the upper
There's a
and lower
lot I
body.
clearly
All
haven't seen.
animations have more flourish.
I haven't seen a lot of these things.
Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions.
Whoa.
Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing.
I'm happy
but little
Oblivion's
things add up
back.
to make the combat more modern.
It's
and
just
engaging.
good. Because now this will hold me over
Third-person perspective now.
for the next 10
original
years.
had third person, but there was no crosshair and
Until
we
Elder
felt
Scrolls
the
6 comes
experience
out.
could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the
Starfield.
third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have
Oh.
my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant
Extremely
we couldn't
reactive.
have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue.
Whoa.
Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Hey, the persuasion system. That's pretty
we also
cool.
made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random.
Like when they redo their lines.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Hell yeah.
Criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone.
Hell yeah.
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room.
I also gotta say, a lot of the guild questline stuff is a lot harder in Oblivion, so I didn't get through a lot of it.
Because you are the best. Good luck.
Stealth has been redone.
Stop. You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Gotta say, the font kinda not great. At least in the dialogue option just then.
As games
But
have
Brotherhood.
developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams.
Oh yeah?
Some of us were
Looks like they added
absolute
it.
purists, but ultimately, we
It's just
decided it's
good.
2025.
Yeah, it's
and people
2025.
are going to want to sprint.
Exactly.
In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely
You hear that,
redone from
Halo
scratch,
fans?
And
Come
that
on.
has a huge impact
It's
from the
2025.
very beginning of the game.
Give us the program.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes
Awesome.
Oblivion. What are those features that just
Oh, that's the very
immediately
beginning.
come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are
They
so
are what they are.
iconic to Oblivion.
They are what they are.
How's it go again?
They are
Like lock
Oblivion.
picking.
Yes.
You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Exactly. That
Whether
is
you're
Oblivion.
returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you
Oh,
and
God.
watch you and
He looks
worship
even
the
uglier.
ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
You can play it today.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded
Starfield,
by
woo.
right now would be here if we hadn't made that game.
It's true.
And if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it.
Wow, it was rated T? Is it still rated T?
And now,
It's crazy.
to help introduce this game to
No,
a
it-
new
it's not.
generation of players, I feel so lucky.
At the beginning, it
I
said
really
M
think
now.
that people, when they jump back into
Was
the
it a-
remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks.
Seems weird. Doesn't seem right.
The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible.
Yeah, like this looks
I think they're just
stunning,
gonna
and this
find
is a
themselves lost in
YouTube
the world.
stream. So playing it natively
Even
on
if it's just the music, for
your
example,
system.
just walking around for half an hour in the world, you
Look
feel
incredible.
something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of
Perfect.
respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you
So
for joining
random
us today.
that this
Oblivion
happened.
has a very special place in my heart, and
Like,
being
why
able to
now?
work on this
Why today?
remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience.
I'm way off
We were
center.
too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
I guess this
The
is just
best
how
part
they
of my
want
job is that I
to do
get
it.
to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available today.
What? I didn't see that coming. I wonder if it's live.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of Last Seed.
And the last few
The year
hours
of Akatosh.
of my life. I think that's the
These are
one.
the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours
Close.
of my life.
It's the Amulet of Kings. I played this game before.
Gates of Oblivion.
That's all I'm trying to say.
beyond which no waking eye.
On the internet, you have to prove it, you know. But this will be the time where
only the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
I actually like do everything. Everything. My God.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
It's me. It's so surprising that they've done this, you know? Oh, look at that Minotaur.
Here you must find your own path.
I love the blade's armor and the sword because it's a katana. It's awesome. The Akaviri katana. And the arena is just so quick and easy and a great way to get money, you know? I've never seen that image before in my life. That was crazy. That goblin on the bridge.
And close shut
the jaws of Oblivion. Out now. Available today. Awesome. Available today. Hold on. Back it up. Includes, yeah, additional downloadable content. Let's see if it's live right now. Recently added. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. 123 gigabytes. Oh, wait a second. Buy. Hold on, let me change my monitor to Oblivion or to my Xbox. What do you mean? Buy. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Also, it's $50. That's not bad considering it includes all of the DLC recently added. I don't want to buy it. I want to download it. Do I have to install Tempopo first? I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy this game. It's not live yet. I have to assume it's just not live yet. There it is, though. It's right there. We can see it. Look at that, folks. Play this game now with cloud gaming. Let's see what happens. Play with cloud gaming. It's not live. Okay, let's just say it's not live on Game Pass, but you can buy it. So it is there. And yeah, that was a great time. We're going to switch back to PC and just have B-roll while I talk about it real quick. I was hoping to start the download for it, but that didn't happen. Let me get some. I'll just rewind the VOD here. Okay. And back to PC.
To a remaster.
And mute that. So that's awesome. It definitely is what I hoped it would be, mostly. The skills and level progression, they have changed a little bit to be more of a hybrid between Oblivion and Skyrim, but the majority of this game is still strictly Oblivion through and through. You saw the stupid, dumb persuasion stuff. It's going to be impossible to find it on here. Yeah, it'll be impossible to find it. But you saw it. It's still here. There's new dialogue on top of the quirky dialogue, which I hope also means the times when they are like, let me try that one again, because it's just funny and it's a great meme. And I'm very glad that this is what I thought it was going to be initially, where it is still Oblivion with just like Unreal Engine 5 assets imported on top of it, so that we still get the charm of Oblivion, because most of what makes Oblivion special, I think at least, is how reactive the game is to the players, or how much the NPCs will react with themselves and interact with each other. So because it is still that same base game, oh, sorry, I bumped my mic, with just a new coat of paint on top of it, you're still going to get those awesome experiences that were in the base game, or in the original game way back when. And when you play Oblivion today, when you play the original Oblivion, I have to now, make sure I'm making sure which one I'm talking about now, because there's two versions of Oblivion. When you are playing the original Oblivion nowadays, you still get those cool interactions where NPCs will just do random things and interesting things, to say the least. And because it is still the same base game, just prettier, you still get that in 2025. And what was sort of revolutionary at the time for 2006, you will play it in 2025, hopefully, and you'll still be like, wow, that's crazy that this game came out almost 20 years ago and I'm playing it today, and it is impressing me on systems upon systems that it has, as opposed to just being another RPG released today. It is fascinating to me because Avowed was created, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Avowed was created in Unreal Engine 5, so it's fascinating to see how Oblivion being used with, being recreated, sort of remastered with Unreal Engine 5 assets. It's fascinating to see how similar it looks to Avowed, in my opinion. It's weird because Avowed just came out literally 2 months ago, and now this is here too, and it's just like, that's crazy what Xbox has got going on. Like I talked at length how much I think it's strange to do this right now of all times because of how packed Xbox's release schedule is right now, and yet they did it anyways. It's out now, and yeah, it's here. Unfortunately, I probably won't be playing it for quite some time, like I mentioned at some point during the whole thing. Also, way much more of a production than I thought it was going to be. I legitimately thought, I said it at some point, this was just going to be a trailer and it's out today. They went in depth about this. This is like a segment that got cut out of the developer underscore direct. It very well might have been a segment that got cut out of the developer direct from earlier in this year. I wonder if what if that's what it was? No, because that guy said at the end, and I can tell you it's out today. I guess they planned for this. But it's also just cool to see the Bethesda Game Studios lobby, the studio, the office, and be like, man, I remember being here for Starfield and it was a fun time. And to be back here and also see Virtuos' studio, knowing that they're doing Metal Gear Solid as well. It's just like, man, Virtuos, they're coming up in the world, you know? It's a great time. I'm very excited. Like I said, though, it'll be some time until I play it because I do still have to play Avowed. I am enjoying my time with Avowed, but you know, a lot of other games came out. South of Midnight I gotta play. Assassin's Creed I gotta play. Doom is about to come out. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is about to come out. A game that I am taking, I am purposefully taking priority over that. I'm putting that one in higher priority than Oblivion because it's just like, Xbox, why are you releasing? What's the why? Why would you do that to Expedition 33? You know? That seems messed up to me personally. But yeah, that's what I thought of this Oblivion remastered. What do you even call this? Showcase, direct? I don't know. It's just all will be revealed. 4 dots, not even 3. It's crazy. Like I said, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm probably gonna jump around and see what the character creator looks like and see what it looks like, but I won't like dive into it until probably after Doom, because like I said, so many games coming out, and I won't have much free time until then. I think after Doom, there's a little bit of a brief period of free time before Mario Kart, but Mario Kart's Mario Kart. You know, that's not going to consume my life like all of these other games are. At least I don't expect it to. But that's it. I'm sort of just rambling now. Excited to jump back in and excited for all of these people to play it for the first time because it's a great one. And like I've been saying, it's probably better than Skyrim. So that's it. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked it, hit the like button to prove it. And if you made it to this far, made it to the very end, and you aren't subscribed, you should probably subscribe because if you made it this far, you must like me enough to want to see more, and the best way to see more is by hitting the subscribe button. And until next time, as always, stay safe and play some video games.